That's my cheese. Get off my cheese.
My fingers are cut.
This is going the wrong way.
Alright, so what we got going on here?
So, this is welcome to our surprise series where one of us will buy something kind of big-ish and then surprise the whole group. So I went first. Then I guess maybe Matt will go next or Steve will go next, depending on who wants to spend money next.
I already spent my money.
Yeah, Matt, there's a wall over there that is completely new to us. So.
Yeah.
There was a lot of work put into that.
Luckily, it put itself up, so Steve had to put no work into it.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, Steve barely had to touch it. But anyway.
It's like
so,
The Sims. Matt's good at building walls.
Yeah.
There's a racist joke in there. I can't say it. It's not nice.
So, get to our point here. What we got going on here?
So, I guess let's go ahead and talk about what do you think it is. We already know it's there's an N64 game under there.
I do know that.
And unfortunately, I think they may have guessed it.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I feel like that we have, but let's see.
So, are you guys ready to see what it is?
Let's see what we got. Let's see what's... You dumb bastard! I knew it! I knew you did that! I just knew it!
Oh, God.
I am not surprised at all.
Not surprised at all.
Lack of surprise.
I had a feeling that's what we're gonna look at today.
So give some more context here. There's been massive gaslighting on the channel. I mean, like, I had to really start the gaslighting.
So have you opened it yet?
Oh yeah, it's opened and everything. I just put it all back in the box for this video.
Okay, well,
Matt has no response.
this is one of the least surprising things.
Oh, I'll buy one when you guys get one.
Now, I was being honest, like, if I had a chance to get two more, if I had the money, I would have probably bought them, and then just you guys could buy it off. Like, I would give it to you guys, and you guys would buy it off me, like, later when...
You actually bought other ones?
No, yeah,
No,
I said
if he could.
If I could
if
have,
you could.
I was going to totally do that, because fortunately...
How the hell did you get this damn? You actually pre-ordered it?
I did pre-order it. So that's why I knew so much when we were talking. So when Matt left a couple weeks, or about a month and a half ago, I was telling him basically the story of what happened when we were trying to get it when I was trying to get it pre-ordered. And
So you got it day one?
Yeah, picked it up like at 12 o'clock.
Best Buy?
It was at Best Buy.
Oh, man. Best Buy's got to know you.
Yeah, they
spent like $2,000 with them getting this camera.
$2,000 total after getting the camera, the laptop, and I also made those big purchases to really kind of pull the eyes away from this too. So I was like, yeah, you know what, we got to get the new stuff. So it's like, got to kind of hide it.
All of that disguising, and I am not the least bit surprised. Even like the least little bit.
I was telling Maz, like, I wonder if he's actually just got the Switch 2 and he's going to surprise us with that. You were trying to lead us on. It was an N64 game?
Well, there was an N64 game under there.
Oh, shit. Is there really?
Yeah, there is. So, yeah, the N64 game it's a hack.
Oh.
That we're going to play later.
Oh, we're not
That'll be a surprise
to
for later. I remember Steve giving me so much shit, and Matt kind of getting a little bit aggravated, because I was like, guys, there's going to be so much Mario Kart on the channel. I don't know if this is a good idea. Steve was like, hey, you don't want to play it because you're not good at the game. So yeah, that's kind of the whole story about that. So getting this thing was kind of a nightmare. So it took me about an hour and a half to get my pre-order to actually push through.
Did you get Mario Kart or anything to go with it yet? Or?
Yeah, it's bundled into it.
Okay.
So you got the bundle?
Yeah, and so I kind of want to tell like a sort of funny story. So when I bought it, I got it home. I linked all of my accounts and stuff with it. And I was actually going to play on this last night, but it shows you what console you're playing it on your. That's why my status was hidden. If you even noticed that. I hid my status from you guys to make sure like you guys didn't see it. But I later found out that even if you hide your status, if you're playing a game, it'll still tell you what what that person's playing. It'll tell you if they're online playing.
Been playing the new
Mario Kart World. Yeah, and it showed straight up, and it also shows in your like.
Wouldn't that have been something? If
oh
we
my
god,
dude!
What are you doing, Zach?
I was making the video of the unboxing for this, and I was freaking the fuck out because I was like, oh my god, did I really fuck this up? Oh my god. And I'm like in an absolute panic. I grabbed my my wife's Switch, and I'm like looking at like signing into everything. Like, oh my god, it totally shows everything that I've been doing. So I had to figure out how to hide it.
I never checked anyway. I don't usually get on until I play with you guys.
All this worry, and we're still just not even a little bit surprised. So I don't know.
I really thought
his response was pretty funny.
I really thought it was gonna be worms.
Switch 2.
We're staring at the Switch 2.
Staring at a Switch 2.
As I said, the disappointment of the gaslighting, and now.
So yeah, it tells you if it's
I
like.
remember the old boxes. They used to show you like game clips and stuff. They don't really do that anymore. There it is. Zachary Treats. Order pickup.
There's my Best Buy sticker right here.
You're our #1 customer.
Yeah, right now I am. So here in a minute, we're gonna get this out. We're gonna kind of look at the comment. Actually, look at the actual.
I want to look at it.
Gotta see where you're fucking salivating.
He's gonna get it out of there, and it's gonna be the light switch.
Switch 2.94 repeating.
Damn.
Now this is 100% backwards compatible to the Switch 1. Is that
99% because there are some outlier games that will not be available on here, but they're. I'm assuming they're going to be mostly like indie games. So yeah, we'll unbox this here in a second. I'm thirsty.
Okay. Well, go get a damn drink. All right, let's open this thing
All right,
up.
let's get her opened up.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Oh, there she is.
God.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're bigger. They're a little bigger.
Looks gross.
See it. Got a little more weight to them. I like that they're bigger. Those other ones are a little bit more awkward. Buttons are a little easier to manage there.
Yeah,
So this is all done by magnets, isn't it?
Yeah. So
How's
the
that
cool
work?
thing about it is, it's like,
They're pretty strong.
yeah, they're tough.
Actually,
dude.
really strong.
Yeah, I was very surprised. That was one of the things I mentioned in
Well, a lot of
the
people
unboxing.
said they were a little concerned about the magnets, but that's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
there's no, I have no concern. By the way, the docking station is kind of cheap.
Well, the old one was too.
So yeah, there she is. There's the Switch 2.
It's like a big tablet.
But yeah, these things just like, you don't even have to like push them in. They just
like
snap
a
right
magnet?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just snap in with magnets.
Those other ones sometimes are a little hard to.
And they won't come out. You have to actually disengage them. Yeah, I had to hide my profile because it definitely showed I was playing Mario Kart World. I was like, oh shit, I wasn't thinking about this. You would have been like paying more attention to it. Trust me, when you guys got on last night, the first thing I did was go and see if you guys were playing on a Switch 2.
Of course you were.
I was like, oh my god, I gotta.
You see that we're both in Mario Kart World?
Yeah. If that was the case, I would have sent you guys an invite at that point. Like, hey guys, what's up?
And none of us would be surprised that any of the others had done it. Like, yep, okay, well.
It's got some weight to it. It's a little heavier than
What are your thoughts on Mario Kart World since you've been playing it a little?
I guess we'll
bit?
talk about that afterwards.
Oh,
What do you think about the name Switch 2?
It's dumb. I don't like the name for it. The name of it, to be honest, it's boring.
Definitely, let Matt hold that.
when you're putting numbers in your.
They could have totally called it the Super Switch.
Thing is, though, I never play mine out of the dock, though. Do you play yours out of the dock?
Nope.
Yeah, say mine always stays in the dock.
The screen on this thing looks really nice, though.
I'm gonna say it
Like,
looks-
it's really good. So let's go and pop this fucker in on the TV, and we're gonna play some Mario Kart World. We're gonna play some Mario Kart World.
We
And
have
here's
three
the
controllers.
here's
or
the
we
best
have-
part about this is Switch 1 controllers work on the Switch 2.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
and
even better.
Another backwards
Damn.
compatible feature. So.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
I'm so glad they thought of that because that would be a
Yeah,
nightmare.
I hate buying new controllers.
Now-
They're like $100 now.
Dude, they're expensive. Now, I will say, I don't know about third-party controllers if it's going to be compatible. I imagine it will be, but we'll find out.
Well, that's a good deal, man.
All right.
We will try it out and see how it goes. All right, so
Very well.
we've now played the Switch 2 today.
We also played this game, Shotgun Mario. I didn't know it was in cartridge form. It was the best thing ever. So, after playing it, Steve, start off with you. What do you think about it?
It plays similar. I mean, we've only played one game on it so far. It's similar to the other Mario Kart. I mean, graphically, it's slightly better. And they've added a lot more to it, it seems like. There's a lot more different things you can do.
It's a very small sample size. I didn't see anything that's like night and day. Like I gotta have it today. But Mario Kart World's fun. A little bit that I played of it.
Yeah,
we'll definitely get that in the future.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more balanced. Because as I said before to Matt, I was like, you could go from like first to eighth like within a snap, and it was
crazy.
As
And we
soon
did.
as you get hit, you're done.
Yeah, it's crazy to have that many racers in the game.
Yeah, and I even said like the amount of slipstreams that you do for this game is absurd. Like you do it so freaking often.
But it's hard for me to have like any sweeping conclusions based on, a minimal amount of one game that I've played, even though I enjoyed it.
I'm excited to play more because we only did a couple trophies on it.
Right, but your first impressions are positive, negative, neutral.
It's about what I expected. Like, I'm not disappointed with it. I definitely look forward to getting one.
So would you say it's positive or neutral?
I like positive.
Positive. What about you?
It's about what I expected, probably closer to neutral, leaning towards positive. But there's nothing that's like, oh God, I gotta get it right now.
I'm still like, it's fun to be able to play it that soon because I wasn't expecting him to actually get one that quick.
There are improvements from the Switch, but it's not like from Super NES to N64 level of
like the level
sweeping
of
changes,
depth
which you
I'll
can't really do.
kind of miss them doing like the old retro tracks and remaking them. I guess they did so many of them. It's kind of nice to have.
But who's to say they don't have them like later on in the cups that we haven't
It's
seen
nice to
yet?
have something
We
brand
don't know.
new.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how I feel about like an open world in a Mario Kart game.
so let's say that you bought this game separate from the bundle. You spent the $80. Do you think it's worth the $80?
I think that their prices are too high. They're setting them too high.
The game's fun, and I'll pony up at some point. I mean, that's
Problem
for
with
sure.
Nintendo games is they don't go down in price. Usually, like if they set a price, that's usually what
Yeah,
they say.
they get stuck at the whatever price tag they are at. And I mean, just earlier, he was talking about Resident Evil 4 for the PS5. I remember spending $60 or $70 on that game. And you spent
I got it for
like
20 bucks. Brand new, too.
Brand new. That's probably Nintendo's biggest issue.
Yeah, their
is
games.
their pricing now. It's this right here. The console itself, I can honestly say, just based off of like all like the graphical enhancements,
Seems like
having the chat system and being able to transfer your account so much easier.
I'm excited about the chat.
Like this, I mean, the console, I feel like it's pretty worth the value. But the problem is what do you need for a console, right? A good library of games. And their launch titles were kind of poor. Mm-hmm. Some of their launch titles were like legit just ports.
Mario Kart's a big one.
It's backwards compatibility is a big
that
plus.
is a huge plus. But the PS5 did the same, and in reality, even that had a bad launch.
Price is kind of high for
mediocre. I wouldn't say bad, mediocre. But this one had just poor launch titles. Again, like nothing that I was really interested in.
Of all the things on the table, this is the next thing I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, yeah. Nintendo got beat out by a
With like Dan, somebody.
So Nintendo, if you're coming after me for buying a hack game, I mean, I didn't know. How could I know? And it looked legitimate. It was red.
Man, that is so fun for a
Yeah,
hack.
for a hack, that game is a lot of fun.
Shotgun Mario. if people don't know what it is,
I would say for me, it's like between neutral and positive, leaning more positive. Simply just for the fact that if you don't own a Nintendo Switch, like the first iteration. I would recommend getting the Switch 2. But if you already have a Switch 1, there's no need to get one right now.
So you feel about like I do about
there's no
problem
like
is
we need to
consoles
get
now, like they're not like they used to be. It's not like a huge jump in graphics.
Right, and this was
Remember going from like Super to N64.
I mean, the problem with this console was there was a decent jump. There's just no games that utilize it yet. Mario Kart World looked just as okay, or it looked less impressive than Metroid Prime Remastered.
Usually Nintendo games, they're not really focusing on the graphics.
Right, and which is totally fine. But when you market your gaming console and you're really wanting to like hone in on the thing that you built your company around, you need to have good games for it. Yeah. And I mean, Mario Kart World, it's a good game.
Oh yeah,
but it's not worth
I haven't got to play much of it. Yeah,
it ain't even worth $70 to be honest. It's like a $60 title tops.
We'll have to revisit around Christmas time and see what they've done by then, because I feel like that'll be a better.
Yeah, because this.
I do think the build quality is a lot more.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of physical improvements.
All the
to
problems
this.
that was with the original, they seem like they fixed.
Instead of
with this
having
one.
to slide the controllers in, being able to just pop them in with a magnet,
Everything
that was
was-
the biggest improvement that I saw physically. Same thing with taking the cartridges out.
Hopefully, they won't have that Joy-Con drift too.
Like I
Yeah.
talked about this in the unboxing video, taking the cartridges out of the console.
Oh, yeah.
They instead of having to use your thumb and like get like in front of it, you actually have like a little spot for your fingernail to
They
get under the
improve
back.
that too.
They flipped it around to where you can open it.
Even
It-
the dock
it just
felt like
feels
it
a
was
lot more
built a
comfortable.
lot better.
Yeah, they actually could take the plate off of the
Yeah.
dock in order instead of having to flip that little door down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could totally lose that plate, but I
You
mean,
could always just leave the damn plate off, really. But I was impressed with
I'm
it.
impressed with it, but again, it's not like an immediate need.
And yet, you're the one that had to buy the damn
Well, I
thing.
bought it for our channel. That's literally the only reason why I got this was for us to play.
It was fun. I'm excited
So-
about getting one.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
We will see you next
yeah,
time.
yeah, buy that instead. Sarcasm, not sarcasm, sarcasm. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Laters.